Hello everyone, Praise Good Hand. Welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. I left off right here. I haven't moved an inch, just for you. Anyway, so the old man wants us to go up there, up on top of the tower again, via the thing I showed you. But first, I want to show you something that I said I would show you. And also that will make something clear. So, here, we have metallic boxes. These metallic boxes, though metallic, will contain something if you drop them from high enough in the air. I'm gonna do that. And it might also help if you just get it straight up in the air and like give it an upward momentum first. But they will have helpful items in them. You can also break them in one way or another with a very strong weapon. You can just flat out break them. But that's why I also said that I'd be walking around like this too. Is that there's going to be things in the water you can get. Namely, these very specifically looking treasure chests. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this over here. Oh, I'm going to pull it right up to me. Ow! My brain hurt. So these treasures we're getting, they're going to help a lot. Because they are needed for something else in the future. But I will show that off later. There we go. Perfect. Precisely what I needed. Now here, is there anything even in this water? Nothing important in this water. Alright. Now I could probably take that large thing I grabbed and pull it over here. But I think for now we're just going to go ahead and jump. Good jump, Link. We're going to go ahead and just head over here to this encampment that I marked on the map. Which I'm going to go ahead and pull that pin now that we're pretty much going to go there. Want to make sure I didn't forget this. Because this is also a mechanic we're going to mess around with on occasion. Is that we'll walk up upon an enemy encampment. Certain enemy encampments have locked chests that look like that one up there. Basically, it looks like an enemy's skull. We're going to want to, as quietly as possible, especially now it's late. By the way, there's a day-night system in here. We're going to want to... Oh, wait. They have a sentry. They have a sentry on lookout looking for anything, really. Now, we're probably going to get flung into combat really fast here. Especially right now, because he sees us. Bop! Shut up! Oh, I missed. Shut up! Alright, let's get into proper battle. Dang it. Oh, need to get a new club out. And strike him quick. Oh! Yeah, we can change shields. By the way, this is on fire. This will help a lot. Press B just to put it out quick. I'm going to hold off on grabbing a new bow for a little bit. Because, oh my god, there are so many bows in this area. But, with this handled, we are introduced to a couple things here. First of all, we get his arrows. We are introduced to, well, something that's a mechanic that pretty much everybody said, lol, it's going to be the meme of the game. Fire. Legend of Zelda, light everything on fire. Also, don't light yourself on fire. Oh, keep burning. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to burn up everything here because I would like some goodies. Burn! Thank you. Now, this is much easier with a torch, and it also saves you the torch item. Oh my god, I made so many baked apples by doing that. Just by burning the... Oh, I made roasted acorns too. Nice. I just made so much food. And I'm about to make more. Now, unfortunately, if you baked anything by lighting it on fire in accident, you cannot use it for the thing coming up here, which is cooking. Cooking is a unique aspect to this game. Actually, before we do that, let's get the skull here. The skull here, he says. Knowing it's a weapon. He doesn't know it's a weapon. This is the world's big. I'm not going to remember everything. But remember how I showed you earlier how you press X to hold things? Well, let's take we'll find more of these around the area, but let's take 4 of our Hylian shrooms and our Hyrule herb. Now, Hylian shrooms, eat it, restore half a heart. That's really all its clarifiers. But you want to read the subtext on items because it can help with certain things. This healthy herb grows abundant in the plains of Hyrule. Cook it before eating to increase the number of hearts it restores. What it can also do is, if cooked in the proper dish, it can give you temporary hearts, which is such a boon if you're going to play kind of my playstyle. Anyway, you can hold anywhere from 1 to 5 items, and as long as they make sense in a meal, like in your head, if it makes sense for a meal, throw it in the cooker, and you will make a meal. Oh my god, I got the lucky on the first try too. So, steamed mushrooms. That is way too good for us, so that we'll be holding on to that for a while. Oh. And recipe. That's all I did make it. Now, what I put in there did not specifically influence... Hello, rock. Not important rock. What I put in there basically was just something that I just thought of. Like, let's see. Like, there's ways you can easily fail this kind of thing too. Like, basically, don't mix bones. Don't mix bones with edible goods. Don't mix small woodland creatures like frogs with edible things like fish. There's certain things that just do not mix in a meal. And if you do mess up a meal, you'll get a dubious meal. Basically, something that will not recover hearts, or something that will recover far less hearts than what you initially put into the meal itself. Anyway. Now, making potions, because I wish I had a guide on this, because this would help so much. Basically, to make potions and elixirs, you will need to grab anywhere from 1 to 5 bones, and then anywhere from 1 to 4 of whatever you want to make it out of. First, you got to read the subtext. Cook this with monster parts to draw out its speed boost effects. We're going to make a run fast potion quick. Why am I making lucky recipes? I'm actually mad. So anyway, with that, we now have a haste potion, effectively. We can run fast with it. But more on that later. Let's go ahead and teleport up the tower. I really hope I know I'm being a little too thorough at times, but I want to make sure that what I'm talking about makes sense to any new player and people who don't understand what's going on. I want to make sure everything in the game makes sense. That's why I'm doing this as such. So, my apologies if this is going a little slow, if this is a slow roller out of the gate. I know there's people who are playing the game right now that are just like, go, 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 fast, 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 gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, 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 gotta go fast. I want to take the time, at least for a while here, to make sure I point out everything so everything makes sense. So forgive me for the first part. Anyway, hello, old man. Well, you certainly took your time. Did you forget how to travel instantly? Nah, I got it. Now then. I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? Yep. Look through it. You can stick a pin anywhere you'd like on the map. Did it. The pins on your map serve as a reference point for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. I got it. Go ahead, take a look. Feel so inclined to. No, I got it. See? If I do this, look, there's 1. There's 2. there's 3 on the other side of your fat head. Actually, I know I actually marked that one, but anyway. So, I think for a while now the game is finally done holding our hand. Oh, but I've fallen off of there and just killed myself before, by the way. Just figured you guys would like to know that, because, I mean, everybody enjoys somebody else's suffering, correct? And oh boy, am I a man of my word when it comes to suffering. Anyway, something else I want to look at here, actually, is to go through some of the options here. So, press pause. We've gone through the inventory plenty of times, because we'll sort it by what does what, too. You go to the adventure log, this is where you get your quests. Our quest right now is just to find the shrines. You can also see your movies here, side quests, shrine quests. I'll talk more about all those later on. You also have the system. Ability controls? Oh, basically make sure you know what you're doing. So in options, I'm going to use Amiibo. I will hopefully not abuse Amiibo, but like I said, in between recording sessions, I'm going to use them just to make it a little easier on myself and keep the flow of this going, because you do need to grind at times for certain items. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch the Amiibo. So, press this to activate the Amiibo functionality. I'm going to use the Guardian Amiibo for this one, just so I can prove something, kind of showcase how this works, and make sure that you guys know what's going on. I'm going to be using a lot more Amiibo in the future, but right now I'm just going to do this long enough for you guys to know how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and fling boxes. You did not break. How did you not break? Yeah, you should have broke like that. So these basically will give you little pick-me-ups and boosts that will help you on your journey. And depending upon which Amiibo you scan determines which pick-me-up you get. Oh, is that a bunch of flint? Oh, bless. Alright. Flint's so helpful. Flint, basically, if you put it on the ground and hit it with a metallic object, oof, that's going to be our broken weapon. I might throw away broken weapons that you get, just to make sure I don't have too much of an advantage. Anyway, as I was saying, flint. If you throw the flint on the ground next to a bundle of wood, you can make your own campfire. And the importance of campfires is that you can walk up to them and sit next to them and basically pass time. Oh, good. Nighttime enemies. I'm actually going to go ahead and let this guy... Well, actually, you know what? These guys give good weapons for starting. Basically, stealthos starting out. You hit them once or twice to break them apart, then you hit them again, and then they drop stuff. And they'll drop stuff relative to what creature it is you killed. Starting off here, bokoblin arms. Perfect. Perfect weapons. Perfect items. Now, I did not talk about the bow. And I'm going to tap R for bringing the bow out. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this Boko bow. Because I don't want to... Okay, I thought I heard somebody over here. But basically, with this Boko bow, we're going to infiltrate that little hideout and get ourselves a nice item. So, let's see if we can peg him in the head. Perfect. Shooting is all matter of holding the right trigger button to ready the bow and letting go to fire. Shooting your bow until later on, you will only be able to shoot so far with the bow. Other bows will have quick draw and effectively first person mode, like that. So let's stand up. Now, inside of there, you notice that there's some TNT. You also notice they have fire. Well, arrows just happen to have a pointed, sharp tip on it, and that's a rope. And you have effectively reduced the number of enemies in this cave from 4 to 0. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to put that down. Oh god. And I died instantly. Damn it. Okay, fair enough. I said I was going to die, but when you die, you basically you'll basically hit continue, and you'll go back from when the game last saved, or when it last auto-saved you. I think when the game last auto-saved me is either right before or right as I shot that guy in his big stupid head. Yes. Precisely. Oh! Those guys. Those can actually give us an item. Oh yeah, let's do this. So, let's go to our food items and use our elixir. Give ourselves a little buff, a little movement buff. So we can move a little faster and run a little faster. Trust me, this will help in the long run. This will make things so much faster. Now, if we push this rock off... Come on, boulder! Push that rock off and get rid of some enemies here. Quick and clean, and get ourselves some additional items if we wish to have them. We also get some seared steak. Basically, the best healing item we can have without cooking right now. Anyway, I'm going to try this again because I'm stubborn and stupid and stupidly stubborn. I don't have my arm anymore, do I? No, I have my arm. That's not something you should say out loud, by the way. Oh, I have my arm. Anyway. Now turn. Actually, I can probably peg the back of your head with this. Perfect. Anyway, let's try this again. I'm going to aim a little higher. Got it? Oh, you auto-saved right there, huh? Alright. I'm going to keep shooting you in your head just so I don't have to directly fight you. Now, enemies, you know, they have heads. Oh, I think he's dead. He's dead. Awesome. Let's get his weapon quick. Enemies, all enemies have... Ooh, bokoblin guns. Nice. Please, oh, damn it. Get rid of this. Put that away. Awesome. That's our best weapon right now. I'm gonna get out of another Boko Club now. Probably the last Boko Club we'll hold on to for quite some time. Anyway, if anything wooden is on fire, if you don't put it out, or anything like enemy's remains are on fire, if you don't put it out, it will eventually disintegrate into nothingness. Anyway, now I believe this is a decent item we can get in here, if not for selling, for fire arrows, bless. So now we have arrow types. Basically, right now we have 24 regular arrows, and we have 5 fire arrows. Just know that I will be abusing arrows in the game, just because that's how I normally play. As I walk up on somebody, I peg them and let them know, hey, I'm here to do business, let's do business. Then they come close like, alright, time to pull out the business gloves, and I pull out the business gloves. Ignoring the fact that my business glove looks shockingly like a shield and a club. Anyway, I am already walking past something. Now, how many shields do I have? 2. This is gonna suck. But right over here, I'm walking away. There it is. So we highlighted this shrine earlier. This shrine is in the middle of an area that is... Oh, hold up. What's that? Is that just scenery? Or is that something I can do? No, it's just scenery. This area right here is... well, that's pretty much the guardian graveyard, so to say. This guardian graveyard is not all as it appears. And you will need your shields. You will need to hold on as many shields as you can for this. So I hope you have at least 1 or 2. Because if you're planning on being headstrong like I am, you're gonna need shields. Even if you think you're just gonna be a dumb stick swinger like I'm gonna be towards the end of this. So, first thing on the agenda. Start looting. Loot to your heart's content. Actually do loot to your heart's content, because this is how you're gonna get money fast. Second on the agenda. Walk in. Third on the agenda. Become upset. Really? Not here? Oh, okay. I guess we don't become upset until a certain point. Hey, there's the upsetty. So, Guardians. This one is grounded, so it's much less dangerous than other Guardians. But you're going to need to learn how to reflect back shots. I'm backing up, backing up, backing up. Got it. One reflected shot will kill any Guardian. And you do want to kill Guardians because look at the sweet loot. But starting out, if you do not have a shield, never approach a Guardian. I'm going to repeat it. Unless you have a shield, never approach a Guardian. Starting out. Anyway, here's another DLC chest. This one's kind of just stupid flair. And I'm going to wear what's inside this chest for a little while yet. I'm a Nintendo Switch backer. Look at me. I'm fancy free and I wear red now. I'm distinguishable from the rest of the world. I'm a hero. Sandwich. You can grab these. Bitch. That's gonna hurt, isn't it? Whoa. Ooh. Oh, that's something. Okay, that one didn't come alive. Now, we met a Korok back in episode 1. Damn it. Frog, come here. Damn it, it just went away. Yeah, if you're chasing something down and you chase it for too long, it will just dematerialize and disappear into the ether. Let's see, is there another one of you out here? But no, the basic thing with Koroks is you're going to need to look for strange oddities in the wild. Like, they're pretty good at hiding these because... They're decent at hiding these oddities because you're not supposed to really have or see most of the things in the wild. But every now and again you'll see something around, you'll be like, huh. Well, that's different. Let's approach this for another time, huh? Friend, let's have this discussion on the other side of the wall. But yeah, you're gonna see something that's like, that looks not right. I want to fix that. Well, do what your OCD says and fix it, because you will be rewarded with more Korok seeds. Anyway, I'm gonna get ballsy again. Got it. Now, luckily, shields will automatically deflect a guardian shot if you fail to reflect it. So, shields will save you from guardians, which is why I'm going to say, again, if you have a shield, you're okay to fight a guardian. You lose your shields, or you have no shields, do not touch. Did I get a point across yet? I hope I got it across. At this point, I sound like I'm talking to somebody who's got the mental capacity of a goldfish. Anyway, now this shrine is going to introduce, well, at least for the next couple of hours of gameplay, is going to be a trustworthy form of combat for some part. I have to watch my words because it's trustworthy, but it's also a double-edged sword. Well, I'm going to reiterate a point I said before. All of the dungeon items are basically here on the Great Plateau. We've already got our bow. We've got our kinda hook shot. I am Jabaish. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. I will not say all those names because I'm not going to get them already. No, anyway. The bomb trial. I think we're getting the Pico staff in this one. Don't you know? You wish. I wish it was the Pico staff. I love Minish Cap. It's such a solid game. Excuse me. So you get bombs. Not one bomb, but two. Something I'm going to make note of is that they're two. Yes, change runes. I've already done this with the amiibo. So we have two bombs. One... Oop, not that. One is a rolly bomb. It rolls when thrown. The other is a square bomb. It stays put. Damn it, I'm gonna do it so much. Notice how I had two bombs out. You're going to need to use that to your advantage in some puzzles. Anyway, here's your treasure. Now, something I never did touch on is... Oh, can I even... Okay, well, you know the score. We're done with wood, for the most part. Unless it's, like, spiked. This is going to be how I'm going to... You're going to see me attacking from now on. Anyway. Throw. Kaboom. Anyway, if you have... if you have collected all treasures in a shrine, it'll appear like this one over here that has a little treasure icon next to it, meaning, yes, you have collected all treasures that are in a shrine. So that we are missing one treasure in here. Take it! Take it, Anakin! Oh my god, that was actually kind of awesome. Alright, hold up, before we go any further. Because you're going to need to scour some of these pretty closely, because they are very good at hiding these secrets of sorts. Now, we have a treasure left to get. Oh yes, there it is. Now this ball they've got here, it's basically just to show you how these work, how these pistons work, we'll call it. Let's get up here. And take a ride. Something I should mention now that I think about it is Ace of Amber. Now, that should be it for this one. Now, something I will mention that you would keep track of, just for your own personal sanity, at the very least. If I can remember what I was trying to track. Oh yes, if you are flying through the air, Link, this is the one 3D Zelda game where Link will not roll upon landing. Meaning, if Link takes too far of a fall, he won't roll to save himself. He'll just stick his legs in the ground and watch his shins become his new lungs. Yeah, just have that thought roll with you for a minute. Anyway. Notice the hands once again once we actually get a good look at this monk. So notice how his hands are, this particular monk's hands are in a certain corner, but it's still a triangle. One was middle triangle, one is in the corner. This is something I didn't notice really until at this point, well, basically until I saw it on a image posting site, but basically these monks are forming the Triforce with their hands. So this one is Courage. This one's Courage. The first one we found where we got the Magnesis, that was just the black and void middle of the Triforce. Now with the staple Zelda item, bombs, in our inventory, what other particular tools will we get to aid us on our quest? Find out next time in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.